Hi, I'm Hannah BLYTHYN. I'm a member of the Senedd for Delyn in North East Wales, and I'm also chair of the Senedd Standards of Conduct Committee.
Hello, I'm Debbie Wilcox, the Baroness Wilcox of Newport, and I'm a member of the House of Lords.
So what made you get involved in politics in the first place?
My stepfather was a miner, and I saw really at first hand how those communities were being decimated, and the only way you can engender change is actually by moving to the other side of the table instead of just shouting about it. Do something about it.
I think I was politicised by where I grew up in North Wales and the decimation of traditional industry, but I remember Mum saying to me when I was little that, you know, Han, you can moan about something, you can stamp your feet, or you can do something about it. Did you know any openly gay people when you started in politics?
No, I'd heard of Chris Smith, but that was so remote from kind of local Labour politics in Newport. I didn't come out in politics specifically as in coming out, because don't forget I worked through the Section 28 years when I literally could have been dismissed from my job and my career for just being gay.
I think one of the things when I first came out, I was already a Labour Party activist, and some friends convinced me to go along to an LGBT Labour meeting, and I came out of that meeting with a position on the committee. So.
That sounds about right. Do you think being openly gay has been a help or a hindrance in your political career?
Big question. So when I was elected to the Assembly in 2016, I became one of the first 3 out members. I used to joke we waited so many years and we all came along at buses. So obviously, you know, I faced challenges and some homophobia, but mostly related to the work I was doing rather than me as an individual.
Although it's obviously not, you know, it's not so much of an issue these days, but certainly back in the earlier days, it was a hindrance and it was difficult getting selected for things.
In your role now or before that, do you feel you've been able to do things to help the LGBTQ plus community?
I think my biggest help has been being open and a role model to try and show others that it is possible to do things in politics and in public life, and your sexuality shouldn't be an issue and shouldn't matter.
So when I was growing up, I never thought I could be a politician because it wasn't somebody that looked like me or was like me. So when I first studied, it was really important once I got there to be out.
If I had one piece of advice for young people who want to go into politics, I would say do it.
I say be yourself and believe in yourself, and also we need you, because I'm still a minority in the Senedd and I don't want to continue to be a minority.
I've never heard so much transphobia and homophobia spoken openly as you do in Westminster, in the context of government, not inside rooms, but actually physically in the chamber. And I found that very surprising, because I didn't experience that in government in Wales.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit different in the Senedd. We're not immune to it, but I always find it's important that when I stand up to speak, that I remind colleagues that what they say in that chamber has an impact outside of there as well.
Yes.